but even they could not have wished for a better start than the spectacle of their first goal by Alexander Zavarov after just 14 minutes. It was a hard act to follow, but the Soviets found a way. Less than a minute later, when Vasily Rats crossed into the path of Litovchenko, and it was already 2-0. Three minutes later, the world champions were back in the match, with their own brand of firepower, Pedro Troglio making it 2-1. But the Argentine joy was short-lived. Midway through the second half, the Soviets hit back, Protasov carving his way through for a 3-1 lead. The game was by now a seesaw. 4 minutes later came the inevitable free-kick goal from Diego Maradona, even if it was helped in by a wicked deflection which put off goalkeeper Renat Desaev. The Soviets rampaged on as though nothing had happened. 10 minutes before the end, a storming run by Zavarov was halted by a penalty decision, which on review looked less than convincing. Nonetheless, Oleg Protasov made no mistake from the spot, and the USSR had a 4-2 win over the world champions. It was a win which put the Soviets into the final against Sweden, and there they almost had that customary early lead, but for Protasov's early miss. They could only console themselves by a similar wasted chance at the other end by Eskilsson seconds later. Back at the Swedish end, the fruitless fireworks continued with Vasily Rats, this time foiled by keeper Thomas Ravelli. The story of untold missed chances went on in the second half, with Desaev in the Soviet goal keeping his gilt-edged goalkeeping reputation. Finally, with 52 minutes gone, the arrogant pressure of the Swedes brought the breakthrough. Eskilsson tapping home a cross by Holmqvist. And with 3 minutes to go, Sweden had the trophy. Holmqvist again beating Desaev with a cruel deflection.
Match which was emphasised by this surging run from Liebers. The Soviets didn't take to that too kindly, and they should have scored first after Mikhailichenko had the goal at his mercy. But it was the Germans who broke through after Ulf Kirsten finished off a fine move in the 44th minute. Early in the second half, the Soviets created another good chance. Besanov set off down the right and played a beautiful ball inside for Protasov. There were some anxious faces on the Soviet bench, and you wouldn't need to guess how they felt in the 66th minute after substitute Litovchenko squandered a good opportunity. The visitors did finally score, and that coming in the 80th minute. A shot from Litovchenko was not gathered in by Mueller, and Alenikov was on for the rebound. East Germany almost stole a winner in the dying stages, but it wasn't to be, and the match ended in a 1-1 draw. Soviets drew first blood with Zavarov heading home past the keeper. The look of disappointment on the German bench was to continue after the break, with the Soviets scoring again in the 49th minute. European Player of the Year Belanov was on hand to put away a rebound off the post.
Играет Биланов. 2-0.